Late night in the Mountain West here at the Thomas & Mack Center in Las Vegas alongside former Syracuse standout Ice Young. I'm Chris Lewis. It's Colorado State, UNLV, two of the hottest teams in the Mountain West. Both come in winners of 3 in a row. Colorado State broke the seal with a Brandon Rechsteiner bucket, and right now the officials.
Previous play is under review to determine the act of shooting in relationship to the foul.
Looking to hear our officiating crew, Mike Reed, Mike Littlewood, Amy Bonner. They'll go over the timing of this foul, whether the foul was committed while the player was in the act of shooting, to see if there'll be free throws attached to the foul on the floor. So thanks for joining us. You only missed about 1 minute and 15 seconds of game time, as we have highlighted throughout so far. You have UNLV, Dre Gibbs Lawhorn. If you're just tuning in, ready from the previous game, you do not want to miss one of the best scorers in the country over the past few weeks.
Yeah, coming off a game where he dropped 36 points and did it convincingly. I mean, he's a player that is so efficient from the field, almost shooting 50% from the field and over 38% from 3. And what I really like about his game is that there is not a shot that he doesn't like. He does a terrific job of getting to his spots, being able to elevate and score the basketball. And it's so good to see players, especially scorers, peaking at the right time in February.
Ice talking about an ice-cold scorer. Dre Gibbs Lawhorn, 36 points in that win against Boise State, the Mountain West Player of the Week. All right, so here's that action we were talking about. They call the foul on Emmanuel Stephen, who's the big from Nigeria, and they're determining the timing of it. Was the release, was the player in the shooting motion when the foul was whistled?
Looked like to me that the shooting motion had not started yet before the foul.
Emmanuel Stephen fouling has been an issue. He's fouled out 7 times. This is just his 18th game of the season. Let's hear the call.
After review, the foul occurred before the shooter was in his habitual shooting motion. No shot, the shot is no good. It will be Colorado State's ball on the side.
So Ice, you were all over it. Foul before the shooting motion. Still, though, Stephen, you do not want to see that if you're a UNLV fan. Already one foul about 1 minute 15 in.
And especially running through a screen. I mean, early in the game, you want to use your high IQ, and so he could have just went to go around.
How about Josh Pastner already making a substitution, bringing in Tyron Jones in for Stephen. Great pass in the lane, and Jorgensen lays it in. It was Muniz who found him.
Yeah, Jorgensen did a great job of cutting to the basket hard and making himself available, and a good dish from Muniz.
UNLV, they were down 23 points their last game against Boise State. Roared back, sent it to overtime, and had some wild shots in OT to win it. This is Isaac Williamson for 3. Rebound ricochets out to Jones. UNLV puts up 79 points per game. They give up 79 points per game. Jones has nowhere to go. Shot clock at 5. Williamson hounded, step through move, and draws the contact. So Williamson will head to the free throw line.
Here's the ball movement for Colorado State. Just off the pitch and play action, 2-man game. They've lost Jorgensen, and you find him inside. And then Muniz keeping the ball high, waiting until he found a passing lane, delivers an on-time, on-target pass.
Ali Farokhmanesh took over for Nico Medved, but it's the same dazzling offense with great ball reversals and plenty of passes as Williamson hits the first of 2. There is Ali Farokhmanesh, the great at Northern Iowa. Had that moment back in 2010, one of the iconic shots for his team to beat Kansas in the NCAA tournament, the #1 seed in that region. Williamson connects on both. He's a 68% free throw shooter. Colorado State off that game against Wyoming. They also had a comeback. They were down 10 in the second half. Finished the game on a 21-4 run. And it's always important for Colorado State to beat Wyoming. Border war matchup. Head check foul on the perimeter as Butler is handling. They get Hamilton.
And Coach Pastner telling him to be smart, pointing to his head. And then you don't want to give up so many of the little ticky-tack fouls early in the contest.
Well, those are the two guys, Stephen and Hamilton, who have been a large part of the foul problems. UNLV has had 29 different instances of a player fouling out this season. That is the most in the country by far. Jorgensen bounces. Here's Booth. Up fake, and there's another foul. And count the basket. Carey Booth, the only Colorado native in the rotation.
Carey Booth here getting access inside the lane. Off two. Nice shot fake. And then the collect and finish using that outstretched arm to get the angle. That was nice patience.
And then a nice flex, too. Just to make sure you knew he's been in the weight room.
Always about the celebration. Come on now.
Transfer from Illinois. He was teammates with Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn at Illinois last year. And he completes the three-point play. Good start for Coach from Oakmanesh. 7-2 Rams. Hamilton put up 13 points. He hit 3 threes in that win against Boise State.
Wow, look at the double.
And they were working at this at shoot-around earlier on today, Colorado State. How would they handle Gibbs-Lawhorn off the screens? They would go aggressive with the double team. We saw it there as Jorgensen gets called for the foul.
Well, because you don't want to allow Gibbs-Lawhorn to get comfortable. You don't want him at all to have space or feel like he can get right to his spots. And so sending 2 at him is important. But at the same time, to defend without fouling. You don't want Jorgensen to pick up extra fouls early trying to defend off the hard hedge.
Brown gets shoved to the ground, and there's a foul on Muniz. It's already 3 fouls on each team, and we're not even 4 minutes in. So we highlighted the former teammates, Carey Booth and Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn at Illinois a season ago. And yeah, neither had a large role. Neither played big minutes. In fact, in 2 years, Gibbs-Lawhorn 4 points per game for Illinois.
Tell you what, though, and being on a team that was one of the best in the country at a time, you learn a ton of experience. And I'm sure that's why he's explosive right now, because he was ready to unleash, just wasn't getting the time.
And an offensive foul here. They get Gibbs-Lawhorn on the screen to try to pry his teammate loose.
So it's so tough when you're a player and the game starts off very choppy with a lot of fouls, but it is on the players to adjust to how the refs are calling the game. And I certainly thought that that was a good call on Gibbs-Lawhorn. Just kind of pushed the Rams out of the way. But the players have to adjust now.
And Coach for Oakmanesh told us that one of the keys is we have to make them foul us. We have to be aggressive taking the ball to the rim and make UNLV commit those fouls.
Well, especially when you know they're foul prone, right? Just trying to bait them.
Backdoor cut, you'll see that a lot in this offense. A big collision. And Tyron Jones gets called for his second. That's Darnell Slater who gets fouled. Slater, the redshirt freshman, who's elevated in role without Josh Pasquarelli and JoJo McIver. And with Josh Pastner irate on the call, he gets called for the technical foul. So they get Josh Pastner for the tech.
Well, he's upset because, again, the game has been called very tight here to start, not even 4 minutes in. And you called it, the amount of fouls that we've seen on both sides. But here you're looking at the contestant side. It was a great backdoor. Yeah, to me, that's nothing. Unless there's a different angle that shows contact on the body, it really just seemed like it was a straight up and down contest. And Jones did exactly what he's supposed to do. Jump vertically, contest vertically. He didn't go into the offensive player. Well, you can tell the frustration from the UNLV head coach. Team has already committed 6 fouls before even making a field goal in this game. Jorgensen shoots the technical foul free throws. Another look. Yeah, I'm sorry. Great job by our crew, because I do not see anything on either look. And I would be equally as frustrated. Maybe the kick on the legs, but that's really the offensive player going up and not necessarily Jones initiating that contact.
So right to be upset. It sends Slater to the line, a chance to build on this lead. Pastner saw it right away, had that great reaction to it. Officials caught it. They give him the technical foul. And Slater hits both free throws. Already 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Colorado State, 5 of their 11. Jones with 2 personals. Already some emotions in the opening moments of this one.
We are late in conference play. Every play matters, and Gibbs-Lawhorn knows that.
There's been very few scorers in the country as hot as Viv Lawhorn since the beginning of February. He's 4th in the nation in scoring since January 30th. Well, he got nearly 30 a game. Walter Brown takes it away, gives Lawhorn. Again, his eyes on that rim. The creator, the small guard to the rack. Off the back of the rim, he was out of bounds when he jumped to touch the basketball. So it's out of bounds. It belongs to Colorado State. Already an emotional start to this one. Already a lot of fouls, but Colorado State off to the strong start. Dre gives Lawhorn, though, has made his presence felt.
I've got this old bike and I got the receipt right here. I'd like for you to beat it with a better deal on the souped up model.
We can't do that.
Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill for a better deal today.
Hey, have a great day.
You're not as cool as Verizon.
Freedom, that's a cheap thing. Freedom to ignore this, that's a cheap thing. 800-pound bear chase, exfoliating, treating gravity like a suggestion, saying it'll dry. All Jeep things. Making a Jeep vehicle for only people with cash like him, not a Jeep thing. So we're bringing you more Jeep things this year, because Jeep things should be everyone's thing.
Bringing you more Jeep things in 2026 with new opportunities for adventure. Experience the 2026 popularly equipped Wrangler Rubicon X, now with nearly 9,000 reduced MSRP.
Old Trapper Beefs. Energy emergency. Old Trapper. What's your beef?
This is Alex. Alex needed help investing his savings. With his advisor Dennis, he opened 3 accounts.
One for now, one for later, and of course, his retirement.
More than big goals for his future, Alex has got a plan to get there.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network, presented by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. Early going here at UNLV alongside Ice Young. I'm Chris Lewis. So yes, if you can highlight how important this game is for both these teams. Already a technical foul called on Josh Pastner for UNLV. This one means a lot.
I mean, both teams are trying to build off a winning streak, right? Both teams have a 3-game win streak, and so you are trying to build that momentum towards conference play. And I feel like here it is a tough game because both teams are feeling great, and you want to stop them in their momentum.
3-game winning streaks on each side as we take a look at the Mountain West standings. And both of these teams trying to get into that top tier. Right now it's Utah State ahead of the pack, a game ahead in the loss column of San Diego State, but still a lot to go before the Mountain West tournament takes place here in this building in a couple of weeks. I'll leave for Oakmanesh after 7 years as an assistant at Colorado State, as Nico Medved moved on to Minnesota. Left the head job open for Oakmanesh. Really, it was only a week when the job was open, and was the natural succession plan, as he now is leading one of the best shooting teams in the country. Top 10 in the country in three-point percentage. This season, they're 49% from the floor. And so far in this game, a perfect 3 for 3. Booth on the baseline. Brown defends. Weight room. Turnaround. And it's cleared by UNLV.
I thought Walter Brown defended well that entire possession, just not allowing them to get inside positioning and making Booth move a little bit more than he wanted to in the post. It's
the 4th straight start for Brown. Just his 6th this season. Here's Lawhorn. Attention. All on the scoring guard. He is dynamite. Second triple in the early going.
What a luxury it is to have him on the floor where you don't need a play call. He can just go and get a bucket one-on-one.
For just joining us, Colorado State playing without Josh Pasquarelli. Injured his ankle in the game against Wyoming. And no JoJo McIver out with an illness. So those are 2 guards. So more burden on Rex Steiner, who has the basketball. tries for the pull-up, contested, deflected, and it hits the baseline. But a foul called on the baseline.
Gives Longhorn here, shot clock winding down, just a little combo dribble, gets right into his three, and we call this hand down, man down. Got to get a little closer, my friend.
Where have I heard that one before? He lets you know, though, when he is hot. One of the crazier scorers in the country. Meanwhile, that was a foul on Walter Brown. A loose ball foul is UNLV 7. So already the 1-and-1, and we are not even 6 minutes into this one.
It's definitely been choppy and feels like it's been tough for the Rebels to catch their rhythm because there's so much stoppages on the defensive side of the basketball. But if you're the Rams, keep attacking, keep being aggressive, keep getting downhill.
The officials are trying to clarify exactly who was fouled here. Right now, Rechsteiner was at the free throw line, but they called it a loose ball foul underneath. So I don't think Rechsteiner should be the one shooting the free throw. And that's what Coach Passner was trying to explain.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
Yeah, Jorgensen was the one who was fouled. So, yeah, they stepped Jorgensen, who is an 80% free throw shooter, not bad in his own right. He'll head to the line. So Passner already a technical foul, and he is not done trying to plead his case. 1-and-1 for Jorgensen. Sophomore from Minneapolis. He's right now Colorado State's best chance at an all-Mountain West player for the 8th straight season. You're talking about a team that has had pros. David Roddy, Isaiah Stevens. And then, of course, last year, the great season of Nick Clifford.
Wasn't he fun to watch?
And his teammate from a season ago, Rashawn Bemba, in off the bench, the junior from Austria. Been battling injuries throughout his Ram tenure. Hasn't had much of a flow because of the whistles and fouls that we've had so far. Brown cuts, put on a platter by Fleming.
Paint touches, so important for UNLV's offense that they find a way to touch the paint every possession. Good things happen.
Another foul. And this time it's Fleming. More free throws coming up.
Fleming Jr. deep into the paint and then drops it off for Brown, who makes a nice baseline cut. Very timely and then unselfish. Look how many defenders he draws. And Brown left with an easy lay on the baseline.
So Fleming foul his first. It sends Butler to the strike. Front end. UNLV gets away with it. But again, these fouls, a huge issue. Gorgeous spin in the lane against Longhorn, has it knocked away. It's out of bounds and Ram basketball. And again, this crowd can't believe it.
I tell you what, I love the transition defense here from the Rams. Everybody needs to stop Gibbs Longhorn. It takes a team effort. Watch the slide and then a really great contest defensively from Slater. Didn't foul, straight up and down.
We said it, one of the most foul-prone teams in the country. Now, how do you continue to play that defense that you want to play aggressive, but you have to make sure you stop fouling?
Yeah, I mean, you have to be disciplined defensively. Know when to play aggressive and then when to rotate. And then most importantly, try to make a play on the ball rather than on the man.
That's how they get a stop, and Bemba commits the foul. I love the Bronx cheer from the Vegas locals.
Me too. A little 11th man action, you know?
There's finally a whistle on the other side, but you look at our score and you see the 8 fouls on one side, 4 fouls on the other. Yes, that's right. 12 fouls called in a game that hasn't even seen 7 minutes evaporate. Fleming evaluates. Leading scorer at nearly 20 a game. Closer to 30 over the last 5. Gibbs Longhorn. And there's the Rechsteiner personal. So team foul 5. I wonder if these whistles can hold up through 40 minutes.
Again, I'm going to say it. From a player perspective, you have to adjust. You can't expect the referees to change how they're reffing the game. You must adjust to how the game is being called, and that's on both sides.
Hamilton dishes. Brown attacks Bemba, spins away. Fadeaway jumper is perfect.
That was pretty from Walter Brown. Gets right into the mid-range. Nice footwork to get a good shot off.
So UNLV down as many as 9, now within 1. They've scored 10 of the game's last 12. And Brown into the body space, and that's another one. 9 fouls.
Here you see Brown, though, operating in the mid-range. The stop, the spin pivot, and then the finish. And just really gets to his spots, loses the defense, able to elevate and focus on knocking down the jumper.
But then on the other end, he commits the foul. And Coach Verrookman has said before the game, hey, we have to make them foul us. Mission accomplished. Brown heads to the bench.
Definitely difficult to deal with. And again, as a player, it just really halts your momentum and your rhythm because you're constantly stopping and starting.
Brown out, and Hamilton back in, front end, and at least Colorado State missing the free throw. Spin inside, up and under move. Fleming, no, but a great follow-up. Kamani Hamilton.
Now Hamilton on cleanup crew. That's what he's got to do at 6'8", look to get those offensive rebounds and second chance opportunities.
UNLV the lead. First lead change of the late night. Rex Steiner, 11.5 points per game. Julius loses, and it has to be Butler steps into it, bricks it. Rebound volleyed outside the paint, and Hamilton on the run. Gibbs Longhorn wants 3. Give him all 3 of those. 3 triples for the Mountain West Star. Trey Gibbs Longhorn.
Wow. He is lighting it up. I love the opportunistic transition 3 before the defense is set.
Right now, sizzling. Basket looking like an ocean. Bemba launches. Fleming carves. Great ball rotation. Williamson attacks the closeout and draws the whistle. Augie Kadulis gets called. UNLV on the run with 10:54 to go.
The scoring starting to heat up for the running Rebels. First on the cleanup crew, it's Hamilton getting it back to go. And then Gibbs Longhorn drops a triple on front of the defense.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network, presented by Old Trapper Beef Jerky.
Ascending to the top takes focus, dedication, commitment. One thing above all else. What you put first defines you. At Werner, we put safety above all. No shortcuts, no compromises. Because we believe that what you stand on should match what you stand for. Werner, proud to support and protect those who continue to reach higher. The official ladder of NCAA March Madness.
This is the true story of Alex. Recently promoted, he was earning more, but investing for the future,
I definitely needed a plan.
With his advisor Dennis, Alex invested his savings into 3 accounts.
One for now, one for later, and of course, his retirement.
A plan in motion put the future in focus. The wedding, the barndominium, kids.
Maybe kids.
The point here, Alex has more than big goals for his future. He's got a plan to get there.
Okay, Richardsons, the holidays are done. It's February.
We thought so too, but then Verizon just gave us their best deal.
4 new iPhone 17s, all on them.
Now's the time for the best deals at Verizon. Like 4 iPhone 17s, all on us. No trade-in needed.
Love that spirit, folks.
basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. What's your beef? By Tremfya. And by AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Take me back. Ali Muniz says Northern Iowa team. That was one of the great moments, 2010 NCAA tournament. That shot to knock off Kansas. Of course, that year, that first round was against UNLV. That happened to be the introduction that his parents had to UNLV. His parents, volleyball coaches, they actually coached at UNLV the year after that game. So kind of a unique connection, a cool little vibe for Ali Muniz to come back here, a spot that he spent a lot of summers when he was a professional player in Europe. He would come back to Vegas. This is where he would train, one of the hot spots to train in the summer in the basketball community.
Certainly, especially with everything, NBA Summer League, people filing in, and it's so nice when you're on the road, to be on the road, but come back to a comfortable place where you know people, you know the good food spots.
He said that all-you-can-eat sushi was his go-to.
Can't say it's mine, but hey, you like it, I love it.
A Philly roll? You're not up for a Philly roll? Salmon, cream cheese, avocado, that ain't your thing?
Nah. Philly cheesesteak, though.
Okay, I got you. Williamson, step through move in the paint. Too short, but an offensive board. Hamilton, another look for UNLV. Drop off, but a late shot clock doesn't get it off in time. And UNLV turns it over.
I really like the activity on the glass from Hamilton. He crashes the offensive glass every single time, and that time, team not being aware of the shot clock. That's where team communication comes in.
Dazzling backdoor cut, and Jace Butler deposits two.
That's the fourth field goal for the Rams, and it's also the fourth assist. I mean, they really share the wealth at a high level.
The magic number is 60%, and they want to have assists on 60% of their made field goals. UNLV reverses size, late shot clock once again. Fleming takes the three, front iron and off, and that's Butler skying for the board. 2-point game, early going, two teams coming in winners of three straight. James Ballhorn defending on ball, Rechsteiner. Step through, lefty, teardrop shots. Finger roll with the left, Brandon Rechsteiner.
The patience. The deceptiveness and the step through. Step through is such a, ooh, talk about nice moves.
Step through or step back.
Listen.
Two hands on the body. They get Jorgensen. That is his second.
Rams, you see the passing and then the interior finish inside from Butler. And then Rechsteiner, just the shot fake, the step through, and the left-handed finish. How about the touch as well?
Georgia product, and a transfer from Virginia Tech where he spent 2 seasons. 7th team foul against Colorado State sends Jacob and Arby to the free throw line. Front end hits. Tyron Jones back in for UNLV. Remember, he picked up 2 early fouls, but the shot blocker, #1 in the Mountain West at 2 per game. They could use him defensively. They've been a different team in the time that he's missed this season.
Oh, I mean, his length, his activity, certainly you feel his presence on the defensive side of the basketball. The question is, can he be mature enough right now to not pick up a 3rd foul?
Coach Fassler mentioned to us a few times, defense at the 5 position has been such an important part of UNLV's late success.
The 5 is often the defensive anchor.
Drop off, Rechsteiner to a rolling Bemba. Bemba, bully.
First of all, it was a dime from Rechsteiner, and then Bemba, a patient bully with the shot fake, maneuvering around the defense.
I don't know many patient bullies. I feel like the characteristic is aggressive. Speaking of aggressive, then Arby tried it, did not succeed. They brought the house down. Rechsteiner, it goes, and a whistle. Loose ball foul as Bemba hits the deck. Rechsteiner, count the J.
Rechsteiner finding his groove, facilitating and scoring. Watch the dime, the bounce pass, pocket pass, and Bemba. Couple of shot fakes around the defense to get a good finish. And then Barnaby said, I'm going to try you. You better be ready. And Booth, fearless at the rim. I like it. Come on.
Melted easy in the Mountain West. You kidding me?
Come on, we in the Mountain West.
So Bemba was pushed to the deck. Benarbi threw him there, so that's his first foul. Yeah, the jumper for Rechsteiner counts. Of course, a lot of perspiration around the free throw line and the paint. That's because the players have been standing there for a good amount of this first half. So the basket goes and 2 free throws for Bemba.
And Bemba really adds to the depth of this Rams team. You saw his numbers, but is really efficient in the paint. And you're seeing how he is crafty with the way that he dives to the basket, finding channels to make himself available underneath the basket.
The second free throw off. They still, though, get 3 points on that possession to build a 4-point lead. Fun matchup. Rechsteiner defending gives Lawhorn. Great pass into the paint. Gets the defense in rotation.
Impeccable rotation from the Rams.
Left-handed pass to the near corner. That was sensational. And a foul underneath. Wow, how about that pass to set up the dribble drive attack?
Yeah,
Fleming to the line.
It is not just scoring with Gibbs Lawhorn because he attracts so much attention. You're always going to see numbers in his pathway. And so here, great left-handed pass. And then I love the way that the drive and using the shot fake to set up the drive. Fleming Jr. just getting the defense, baiting the defense. He's drawn a couple of fouls here early.
80% free throw shooter misses. Now his 3rd straight game off the bench. He started 20 of his first 21 games this season. Minutes down, but they've liked what Walter Brown has given to the starting lineup.
I think Walter Brown provides size at 6'5", good defender, gets in passing lanes and can bang a little bit more. What I like about Fleming Jr., though, is he's another player that can get into the paint and create for others. And when you have a scorer like Gibbs Lawhorn, you got to take the pressure off of him sometimes.
Gibbs Lawhorn has 9 points, leading both sides. Muniz dishes, Rechsteiner halfway down. Leaping the rebound, bringing in UNLV on the run. Al Green getting his first extended stretch tonight. Gets it in the near corner, sets up Fleming. Crossover, Muniz defense, that doesn't matter. The attack of the rack from Howie Fleming Jr.
That's tough. There's one-on-one, beating your man, getting downhill, giving him a little shoulder so you can finish inside.
Slater getting more run. The guard for Colorado State, just his 15th game this season. Off-ball foul, which will be 2 more free throws for Colorado State. Numbers 12 and 13 of the ball game. Gibbs Lawhorn second.
We call this ISO ball right here. Take your man one-on-one and go get a bucket. Howie Fleming Jr. showing off what he can do off the bounce. We got a close one here. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a sec.
Jumping back into the fire is going to do you right.
And I'll get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Welcome to the U.S. Marshal.
A new era of Yellowstone begins on Marshals, CBS March 1st.
I tried the new 100 milligram generic Viagra for only 87 cents from Friday Plans that everyone is talking about. I wanted to see if it's a scam. Here's what happened. I just had to fill out the online health form, which took me under 2 minutes, and a licensed doctor approved me for a free prescription the same day. They even included free 3-day discreet shipping right to my door. I tried my first tablet, and within 30 minutes, it was working as well as the name brand. My wife can't stop smiling, and my confidence is through the roof. Scan the QR code or go to grabfridayplans.com to try it for yourself. I still can't believe I got 9 tablets of 100 milligram generic Viagra for just $7. I feel like I'm in my 20s again. My wife even told me, "You're like a whole new man." Don't wait as long as I did. It is the best $7 I have ever spent. Scan the QR code or go to grabfridayplans.com right now to get yours before this deal runs out.
Yes, I actually won!
See this? It just arrived from Deal Dash, a Nintendo Switch 2.
Look what I just won. I love Deal Dash.
With millions of auctions, you too can start winning, like this.
I got this amazing Japanese knife set for just 75 cents.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
And today, new users get a $50 bonus credit. Go to DealDash.com right now for huge savings.
And free shipping from our U.S. warehouses.
Colorado State back in action on CBS Sports Network. They host San Diego State Saturday, 6 Eastern, right here on CBS Sports Network. Dre Gibbs Lawhorn has been one of the best shows in Las Vegas, really, over the last few weeks, and he is putting on another clinic in the first half of this one.
Dre, a.k.a. Drip, and that's really because his shot is wet. If you're not there on the catch, you've made a mistake. Off the bounce, he'll also give it to you, getting right into his rhythm dribble and pulling up. And this is my favorite one. In transition, defense thinks they're close enough. You're not. He's got all three of the three made threes for UNLV, and not just the three-point shooting with him. I mean, he does it in a mirage of ways, but shooting 53% from the field as a 6-foot guard is almost unheard of.
That's insane.
What? You know, the efficiency, the degree of difficulty. And we haven't even really seen him able to get downhill yet, but he's setting up his game with his outside shot first, so the paint will open up later.
But he is on the bench with those 2 fouls. Dre Gibbs Lawhorn. You said his nickname is Drip because his jumper is wet. Is your name Ice because your game is so cold?
I'll let the audience decide.
Okay, there we go. Slater hits the second. How about Slater? He's a redshirt freshman. Just his 15th game this season. He scored 24 points all year coming in. 17 of them were in one game against Northern New Mexico. Just 7 points in all his other contests.
And he knows his role. I mean, it's to facilitate, to make sure that his team gets the right shots.
A dance around the rim from the Hamilton jumper, but a foul on the baseline. He'll stay here, and more free throws coming up. They get Slater. That's his first.
This is an area where Josh Patzner told us he wanted his team to dominate in terms of getting on the glass. And Al Green there rewarded for crashing the offensive glass, trying to go up off the rebound. It's the foul.
Lefty from Sacramento. 5 points, a board and a half per game. Plays about 15 minutes off the bench. Perfect. 23-23 for 2 teams that have won 3 in a row. 70th meeting all time between these teams. Colorado State has won the last 3. Bemba back to the basket. Oh, he slips, and you never want to see that for Bemba. They call a foul. Wow. They get Hamilton. Looked like, at least initially, that Bemba just sort of stumbled.
That did not look good, and you hate to see a player go down and immediately start wincing. Bemba here catches in the low post. I do believe that Hamilton hit his lower leg, which then caused him to fall. I actually think that's a good call.
So Hamilton 2, Jones with 2, Brown with 2 for UNLV. And we mentioned with Bemba, he has dealt with lower body injuries throughout his tenure at Colorado State. So whenever he winces, a fan base does the same. Gets the roll there. Cadulis comes back in. They gave Kerry Booth a break. Bemba, he is offensively skilled at 6'7", 250 pounds, 72% free throw shooter. Right now, UNLV trying to play through the fouls.
Well, it's amazing, honestly, that they've stayed in this game and been so close with the foul trouble.
Green for 3. Another foul. This time it's on Colorado State. It is their 10th, which means 2 free throws for UNLV.
Tyron Jones just making the extra effort. And they want to be on the offensive glass, and Rams must do a better job of being intentional with getting a body on a player to secure the defensive rebound.
Muniz' second foul. A line drive from Jones. He's just a 51% free throw shooter, but for the last 6:19 of this first half, both teams in the double bonus.
Well, and it's so important to make the other team pay for putting you on the line. You know, these are free shots. You want to convert. Going 0 for 2. We say in Jersey, you got to finish your food.
How hard is it as a player, as you can see the fouls piled up, to be able to have a rhythm where there seems to be a whistle on every possession?
That's extremely hard. I have no doubt that these players have felt disrupted. But we saw the calls early in the contest. First 2 minutes, the referee set the tone of how they were going to call it. Again, it's on the players to adjust.
Jevin Muniz, 37% from downtown, rattles that one home for a 5-point Ram lead.
Yeah, that had some range as well. Good-looking shot.
That's the first 3-point made for Colorado State. Slater hounding Green. Draws the double team and an excellent kick out. Use the ball fake to penetrate. Setting up Green for 3. Everything but the bucket.
Very unselfish from Williamson. I actually thought he should have taken the layup, though. He did all the work and got right inside. It didn't seem like anyone was contesting him, but passed it out to get a 3.
Muniz, who just hit the 3. Uses the post-up. Fadeaway jumper is butter. 5 in a row for Muniz.
Love when guards also show the ability to post up smaller guards. It's an underrated part of the game. And Muniz, with his size and skill, able to get a high percentage look.
The high dribble for Jones. Rifles to the wing. Williamson 3. Made the Hamilton 3 off iron. Colorado State has scored the game's last 7 after it was tied at 23. And the rumbles, stumbles, it doesn't matter. Too strong inside. And a timeout called by Ali Faroukmanesh of Colorado State. It's 9 in a row for Colorado State.
Rams playing a little mouse in the house action. I'm going to show you what it looks like because they're taking advantage of the mismatches. Here, it's Bemba. Gives it to Muniz. Knocks down the triple from the outside as the defense is late. And then Muniz just being bigger inside, posting up smaller guards. Bemba, the shot fake, the finish inside. High percentage looks for the Rams.
Saturday, outspoken former champion Sean Strickland takes on the relentless grappler Anthony Hernandez. Wow. Only one will take a major step towards UFC gold. UFC Fight Night, Saturday, only on Paramount Plus.
Ascending to the top takes focus, dedication, commitment. One thing above all else. What you put first defines you. At Werner, we put safety above all. No shortcuts, no compromises. Because we believe that what you stand on should match what you stand for. Werner, proud to support and protect those who continue to reach higher. The official ladder of NCAA March Madness.
This is the true story of Alex. Recently promoted, he was earning more, but investing for the future,
I definitely needed a plan.
With his advisor Dennis, Alex invested his savings into 3 accounts.
One for now, one for later, and of course, his retirement.
A plan in motion put the future in focus. The wedding, the barn-dominium, kids.
Maybe kids.
The point here, Alex has more than big goals for his future. He's got a plan to get there.
Okay, Richardsons, the holidays are done. It's February.
We thought so too, but then Verizon just gave us their best deal.
4 new iPhone 17s, all on them.
Now's the time for the best deals at Verizon. Like 4 iPhone 17s, all on us. No trade-in needed.
Love that spirit, folks.
Alvarez.
Alvarez? Who's Alvarez?
Americana for Alvin.
Corporal Alvarez. Well done. Thank you, sir.
UEFA Europa League on CBS Sports Network and stream every match live on Paramount+.
In Las Vegas, the Thomas and Mack Center, where Colorado State is on the run. Now, I know 21 is an important number here in this city. Blackjack. About 21 combined fouls, though, in the first half. We still have a chunk to play. Got to play through the whistle here tonight.
I mean, what I think about actually is leading up to this game, we talked to both head coaches. They mentioned the physicality and how this league really likes to pack the punch in the Mountain West. And so both teams need to adjust to how the game is being called. I think the easiest thing, especially for the guards who are picking up fouls, is less hands on drives. Use your feet. Make it a foot fight rather than you trying to make it a fist fight and putting too much hands. You're allowed to have one hand. You're allowed to go 1-2 in kind of a hot stove situation, but you can't completely have two hands on the ball, and I'm seeing that being called a lot for both guards on both sides.
Is it one of those things where teams want to establish how they're going to play early and figure, hey, the refs aren't going to call it this aggressively for 40 minutes of basketball, so if we establish the tone of physicality, even if we tone it down a little bit, it's still tough.
I wouldn't bank on the refs changing their style.
Well, they've been consistent throughout this game. Fight for the ball in the deck. Colorado State on the run. Muniz, oh yeah!
He's bringing the energy. Last couple of minutes, he has been the push for the Rams. An 11-0 run.
The largest lead of the night. Benarbi scoots, and Bemba commits the foul. Second on Bemba. Defense into offense for Colorado State.
That's what you want, right? Securing the defensive rebound. Look at the hustle. And then three players out in transition, and Muniz making it look pretty.
They get Muniz with that last foul, so that's the second on the senior. Yeah, Benarbi short. You don't have many players in the Mountain West, or really anywhere, that have an Alaska connection. Jacob Benarbi from Anchorage. Part of the injury-riddled bunch that Josh Pastner has had to fight throughout the year. He had a calf injury early in the year, November, December, missed 4 games. That ends what was an 11-0 Colorado State run.
On Colorado State did a lot of their damage while Kid Lawhorn was on the bench. Just smart by them.
With those 2 fouls. And another whistle. You heard Mike Reed say he's the shooter, pointing to Bemba. Benarbi gets called with the 2 hands on the back, and that is his second. So he joins the 2 foul club. That's a long waiting list at this point.
Man, the extra aggressiveness trying to guard the ball screen, which is the key to this game. For Coach Pastner, he told us that they want their ball screen coverage to be better.
And Bemba hits a pair. 13 for 17 at the free throw line in the first half for Colorado State. A big reason they lead by 12. It's the first half that's had absolutely no rhythm and flow. Nearly a travel gives Lawhorn. One of the rare times the whistle was not blown. Crossover dribble, shot clock at 5. Gives Lawhorn step back, triple, bullseye. Oh man!
He is electric. I'll say it again. What a luxury. I mean, honestly, UNLV's offense on that possession, not good at all. I'm seeing enough movement. And gives Lawhorn just creates something out of nothing. Shot clock winding down at half court. 6-5. Gets into the 3, then steps back out to the 3. Knocks it down. And again, defense not close enough. A little bit on skates, too, if I'm telling the truth.
He's got a little Jalen House to his game. You know, the spirit of a hustler, the swagger of a college kid. I mean, how about that? Hits the shot, nods his head. He hit the deck here defensively. Muniz gets it to the glass in time.
really impressed with the interior passing of the Rams. They are so connected. They make timely cuts, and the passing is also on point. And that's the adjustment on Gibbs Lawhorn. You got to double him, get the ball out of his hands.
And 3 Rams there before any running Rebels. Booth thunders it through, and Colorado State up 13. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Hamilton, low release, cuts, but it goes, and a chance at a 4-point play. Boy, he was big time down the stretch of that game against Boise State. He hit 3 late threes.
The second leading scorer on this team kind of steps into the 3 and isn't able to land cleanly.
And the first foul on Booth. So a chance at a much-needed 4 for UNLV. And Hamilton delivers.
Yeah, if you're the Rebels, you want to try to cut this thing to within 6 going into the half.
Stopping a 3 from getting it to that deficit. Muniz against Brown, quick first step. That pivot, footwork, put that one on YouTube. Man, that is exactly what you want to do in the lane. And then they throw it away. Almost a 3-point play, but more free throws. And how about the little used Darnez Slater getting involved? Coming up on AT&T at the half, we'll go back to New York. Kiana Martin, Wally Zerbiak, Rory Hibbert, and Gary Parrish. Busy night in college basketball. A couple of favorites going down. It's coming up with the AT&T at the half. Walter Brown, his 3rd foul on that last sequence, sending Slater to the line.
This is the way that you want to finish halves if you're the Rams. Feels like they picked up the defensive intensity. Slater there intercepting the inbounds pass, and then offensively they are getting whatever they want, but a ton in the paint.
And Slater with 5. How valuable for Coach Oakmanesh in a game without Josh Pasquarelli and JoJo McIver to get productive minutes from Slater.
And it's next man up mentality, and especially this late in the season. Definitely tough being without some of your leaders, but other players get the chance to step up, and Slater not doing anything outside of his skill set.
And for Oakmanesh has had the benefit of keeping Jorgensen on the bench and still having his team's lead grow. Jones hits the ground hard. He'll get 2. Of course, Jones missed 3 games this season with a shoulder injury that he suffered against New Mexico. See that shoulder getting a little extra attention. Has a wrap on his left hand as well. He's been through it. Keeps on producing, though, for Coach Bassner.
He took a tough fall and was trying to look like take a pro hop over the defense. Good to see he's all right.
Such a valuable piece off the bench. 7 blocks in the last 2 games. He is the foundation of their team defensively. Gets in the scoring column. A Vegas native, but his last year of high school, Layton Christian Academy in Utah. All net on the second. Approaching 1 minute to go, and a foul-filled first half. Muniz wide open, a defensive miscommunication, and the sharpshooter makes them pay.
He has been on point. Knocking down 3s on the outside, scoring inside, an all-around game.
He has 14 in this half. He came in averaging 11.5 per game. Of course, the shooter's bounce. Gibbs Lawhorn.
It's the reaction from Slater. Kind of drops his head back at the end like, gosh. And he made another one.
And Josh Pastner immediately calls time. Drake gives Lawhorn has been unstoppable.
Ascending to the top takes focus, dedication, commitment. One thing above all else. What you put first defines you. At Werner, we put safety above all. No shortcuts, no compromises. Because we believe that what you stand on should match what you stand for. Werner, proud to support and protect those who continue to reach higher. The official ladder of NCAA March Madness.
Illinois transfer Dre Gibbs Lawhorn has found a different gear scoring-wise. And when you get rolls like this, look out.
Yeah, they were late on the contest. Gets the roll. You can see Slater drop his head back because he knew he was a second late, and that is just enough time for Drip to knock it down.
That ball did like drip into the basket too.
Telling you, he's got the touch. So fun to watch players when they're in the zone, when it feels like everything that they're shooting looks good, is good, and gonna go in. And honestly, at this point, if you're UNLV, can you generate more open looks for Gibbs Lawhorn in the second half?
We just saw it there. All 5 of his field goals are threes, carrying the production from behind the line. About 5 seconds separating the two clocks. Colorado State up double digits. Muniz has had a breakout half. Already 14 points, counted by 20. Shot clock at 5. Jorgensen with his 2 fouls back in. Who can shoot it is a big. Contested board, and there's a whistle, but it's just out of bounds. And off the body of Butler. So a 3.6 UNLV ball. And now the offense-defense substitutions. They bring in the defenders for Colorado State. Slater, Azulis, Bemba. Work the length of the floor. Williamson picks up the dribble from the V. Oh! He hits! A nice cold way to close the half for UNLV. Isaac Williamson. Not much of a shoot for Coach Farouk and company. Colorado State shorthanded, but still built that lead. It was double digits for a good chunk of that half. UNLV did close scoring the last 6 of the first 20 minutes. Jorgensen, deep seal. One power dribble, but ripped away. Kamani Hamilton on the run. Tyron Jones, athleticism inside, won't be denied.
Really clean footwork there from Jones. I like the look that they showed early of getting a low post touch and getting into the paint.
Jones is starting the second half. Did not start this game, but a great cut again. Colorado State excellent with the off-ball movement. Recksteiner reverses it home.
It's just too easy at this point. You're seeing a lot of miscommunications defensively for UNLV.
A rare 2-point attempt in this game for Gibbs Lawhorn. Dances off the rim, and here comes Colorado State in their 8-point lead. Nobody defending Booth, and he is a shooter. Up fake, knocked away. Tyron Jones gets a block shot. He averages 2 blocks per game. Out and running, Jones! Defense into offense, raise the roof.
You love to see it. Jones starting off aggressive here in the second half. Seen a low post touch, and then, like you said, defense to offense.
What a brilliant start to the half for Jones. Contested that 3 that Booth misses, but a foul down low. It stays here.
UNLV cutting into this deficit, now 6, and here's how they've done it. Jones one-on-one on the block, the shot fake, and then the extra step to find an angle. And the last basket off the block in transition. That's pretty basketball.
Williamson's first foul. Jones just oozing with potential. That time deflected. Fleming got a piece. Out of bounds, and they say initially last touch by Colorado State. And they did confirm the call, so it will be UNLV basketball.
This is a nice run the Rebels are going on. Able to get stops. Can they convert off of their defense?
Going back to the first half, it's a 10-2 run for UNLV. Hamilton attacks the rack, being elevated to the sky, but the shot goes in and out. Well, he just kept rising like he jumped off a pogo stick.
Oh my goodness. The verticality, watch this, off two. Like you said, glides into the air. Didn't know whether he wanted to dunk it or shoot a floater. I thought it was a dunk, and then he went with the finesse. That actually should have been a foul. A little contact to the hand on the contest as well.
And then he commits the foul. But look how high his arm was compared to the rim. That was insane. But in the dunk contest. Muniz dishes. Jorgensen fires. Muniz aboard. Rexsteiner tiptoes. Has he moved and got Jones in the air? Incredible finish.
Rexsteiner, fearless. Scoring in the paint.
Fleming, he likes this mismatch with Rexsteiner defending. Jones had it slapped away. Booth poked it.
Well, good defensive possession by the Rams.
Chance to make it double digits with a deuce. Jorgensen spins off, gives Lawhorn time to help, and Jones with his long arms. Just a lanky 6'9", gallops, and scores! Counting it one! It's the Jones explosion in the second half.
The 6'9" freshman doing it on both sides. The step through and the left-hand finish through contact. Fearless in transition. Look at the ball manipulation away from the defense. Get off me.
That was, by definition, a running rebel. Three-point play. Colorado State has played with a double-digit lead for a good chunk of this game. It's down to 5. Jorgensen against Hamilton. Again, that helped when the back to the basket. Muniz bricks it. Trey gives Lawhorn, the best scorer in the Mountain West. Attack mentality to the basket. UNLV down one possession.
Tell you what, that halftime conversation from Josh Pastner must have been something. His team has been shot out of a cannon.
Pastner was preaching. Backdoor cut again. Rexsteiner.
How many times are you going to get beat on the same play? They are running a pin down action, and for some reason they can't figure out whether they're switching or whether they're tagging.
Williamson wants it. Muniz defends. Jones pops, gallops, continuation, and a foul.
They're going back and forth here to start the second half. Both teams finding their groove offensively. First, off the defense, coast to coast here, known for his three-point shooting, but Gibbs Lawhorn can get downhill if you don't stop him. And then on the interior, it's Rexsteiner. Good, faithful, and steady.
Ascending to the top takes focus, dedication, commitment. One thing above all else. What you put first defines you. At Werner, we put safety above all. No shortcuts, no compromises. Because we believe that what you stand on should match what you stand for. Werner, proud to support and protect those who continue to reach higher. The official ladder of NCAA March Madness.
This is the true story of Alex. Recently promoted, he was earning more, but investing for the future,
I definitely needed a plan.
With his advisor Dennis, Alex invested his savings into 3 accounts.
One for now, one for later, and of course, his retirement.
A plan in motion put the future in focus. The wedding, the barndominium, kids.
Maybe kids.
The point here, Alex has more than big goals for his future. He's got a plan to get there.
At
We're game for every style.
Let's play charades. I'll act out my favorite chair. Got it. All right, ready?
Yep.
This one rocking chair.
Velvet Tufted Chaise Lounger.
This is charades.
Loungers are off limits.
Well, there's no rule about adding it to my cart.
It's a great deal.
It's Barrel Swivel Chair.
Yes!
Boom!
Wow. Not my first charades.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
I've got this old bike and I got the receipt right here. I'd like for you to beat it with a better deal on the souped up model.
We can't do that.
Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill for a better deal today.
Hey, have a great day.
You're not as cool as Verizon.
CBS Sports Network's coverage of college hoops. It continues tomorrow. Double dose. 6 Eastern. Red Hot Liberty. They've won 16 in a row. Take on FIU, and then we got Hampton and Hofstra going at it 8 Eastern. Tyron Jones like that in the second half.
My gosh, he had only 2 in the first half, but has 9 already in the second, and doing it a multitude of ways, running the floor, slamming it down, off of the defense, the deflection, and then watch him go coast to coast here. This is 6'9" in transition. How do you stop it? I don't know. I don't have that answer, because Jones scoring through contact and making himself a factor on both sides of the basketball. He's up to 11 points.
One of Josh Pastner's first elements of recruiting was making sure he could hold on to Jones, who did sign with the previous staff, Kevin Kruger's staff at UNLV. Pastner came on. Jones, a Vegas product. And yeah, you can want to keep all the 6'9" lanky shot blocking forwards that you can.
Sounds like you're describing LeBron James.
I ain't going that far yet. Don't put that in my mouth just yet. With what Jones can do, he completes the three-point play. A two-way impact to begin this second half.
It's really what UNLV needed. They needed someone to be the defensive anchor, and at that 5 position, he certainly brings it.
The lead as large as 14 and trying to get it back there. Jace Butler, who's a 40% sniper from behind the line. UNLV scores 79 points per game. They give up 79 points per game. Trey Gibbs Lawhorn. His name sounds like a law firm. Rex Steiner is foul. The whole traffic, bumper cars in transition.
What kind of law do they practice?
Bucket law.
Okay.
Don't know if that's a thing. My brother's like laughing at me because he's a lawyer. My mom's a lawyer.
It's good to have a lawyer around.
Well, Jorgensen could have gone up initially, but he still gets 2 inside.
And the Rams still finding a way to score in the paint.
They're going back to what Nico Medved did with his offense here with some great players, and now Ali Faroukman. Actually, this is one of the most aesthetically pleasing offenses Colorado State in the country. Gives Lawhorn. That's about as tough of a look that guy gets.
Well defended by Jace Butler, just all up in his grill and got the contest. But here, offensively, another assist for the Rams. And Jorgensen on the slip action scores well off 2. So shot fake, find an angle, and then a nice finish.
13 assists on 20 made field goals.
That's hard to guard. It is hard to guard when the ball is the fastest object on the floor. Think Spurs basketball with Greg Popovich when they were really, really great with Tim Duncan and Manu Ginobili. That is what you're looking at in terms of the style that this team plays with.
I thought you were going to bring up Coach Quentin Hillsman at Syracuse. Well, not quite at that level.
Our ball movement wasn't quite there. I'm being honest.
You were jacking it. Doesn't matter. Get those buckets. Out of bounds. Last touch by UNLV. Chris Lewis, Ice Young, here in Las Vegas. Our producer, Lance Barra. Our director, Bill O'Brien. Thanks for staying up late with us. Mountain West, late night in Vegas. What a better spot to have it. Josh Pastner in his first year with UNLV. Ali Farouk-Manesh, his first year leading the way at Colorado State. 2 of the 3 first-year head coaches in the conference. Butler bounces. UNLV's defense rotates to prevent the easy Slater look. Bemba, brilliant. Bemba, bang! Wow! What a move inside by Bemba.
Bemba looking like baby Shaq out there. Come on now, off the bench in double figures.
A 7-0 Colorado State run. Bemba with 11. And those were a highlight too.
Oh, I can't wait to watch that back.
Look at that. Laser in the lane. Fleming with eyes all over the floor. Hamilton throws it down at a timeout. Josh Pastner. Yeah, the energy of this game in the second half at a different level. Josh Pastner and his Rebels down by 7.
Ameriprise Financial has been providing personal financial advice since 1894. Through changing times, clients have counted on us to know they're protected and that their wealth is preserved. For over 6 generations, our advice has been helping people do more than achieve their goals. We've been helping them achieve their goals with confidence. Visit Ameriprise.com to find an advisor near you. Ameriprise Financial. Advice worth talking about.
Over a century ago, our founders made a promise to each other, to their families, that they'd always take care of their own. And that promise is still at the heart of everything we do. And how our members, those who served, their spouses, kids, and then grandkids know we'll do what's right. Because at USAA, we take care of our own.
Okay, Richardsons, the holidays are done. It's February.
We thought so too, but then Verizon just gave us their best deal.
4 new iPhone 17s, all on them.
Now's the time for the best deals at Verizon. Like 4 iPhone 17s, all on us. No trade-in needed.
Love that spirit, folks.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network, presented by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. Rashawn Bemba is a dancing bear.
And it started with the backdoor cut here. Watch the backdoor cut that really forces the defensive rotation. And then it allows Bemba to get deep positioning. So UNLV is late here, and Bemba seals his man right inside, gets deep positioning. So when he gets it back, he can play one-on-one. My favorite right here is the spin pivot. Completely lost his defender. And then the shot fake and the finish with the reverse on the other side of the basket. That is a high level of difficulty. Again, baby Shaq out there.
Offensive skill is the name of his game. 6'7", 250 with the footwork of a Dancing with the Stars cast member.
Yeah, something we haven't talked a ton about in this game is the depth of the Rams. And we know that they have a very balanced scoring attack. Everyone likes to shoot the three, and then if they don't, they have good passers who can also cut and finish inside. But Bemba is really that punch off the bench that right now UNLV doesn't have an answer for.
3 Rams in double-figure scoring. Built their lead back up to 7 points.
A 1-3-1 defense from the running Rebels.
Out of the timeout to change things up. Bemba back at it. Late double. Recksteiner launches. Bemba was the first to the ball, and it stays here with a loose ball foul on UNLV. Kamani Hamilton, and that is foul number 4. He has fouled out 10 times this season already, the most in college basketball.
It's really a shame because he plays with such a high level of intensity, trying to rebound on that possession. And you're forced to pull him out because of the way that he plays and how valuable he is both sides of the basketball. You need to give him a breather.
They did not cover Kidulis on the well-designed inbounds play, and he'll be rewarded with 2 free throws.
Baseline out of bounds execution is where teams can steal 8 to 10 points a game. If you just have a high level of execution, cut hard, screen hard, and know who you want to find.
I think the fans at home would be surprised how much time in shoot-arounds are spent working on those inbounds plays and defending those inbounds plays.
Yeah, certainly. And we saw Coach Ollie today go through several of them. But that's why, is because when you can know that you can execute at a high level in this specific area of the game, why not take advantage? There are so many games within the game of basketball. One of them is scoring baseline out of bounds.
Those 2 free throws, the UNLV band maybe plays a factor. Them in their baseball jersey tops.
Kind of tough.
An interesting look. It made me look good. Make sure UNLV baseball is off to a good start. They are 2-2 to begin the year. Gibbs Lawhorn is double teamed. Cross-court stick feed. Jones. An air ball chase. Didn't hit the rim. Gibbs Lawhorn. Cold from deep in the second half. Underneath Fleming. UNLV fighting for the right here in this second half.
Being bullies on the board. Second and third chance opportunities. Tell you what, if they're playing a 1-3-1 zone or man, they gotta have better ball pressure. It is just too easy right now for the Rams to pick them apart with the pass.
How much is this UNLV zone to try to stem the foul trouble as Recksteiner lasers in a three-pointer?
That's the way to get a team out of zone, knock down shots from the outside. Recksteiner's been impressive. We talked about that. Without Pasquarelli on the floor for the Rams, Recksteiner needed to pick up his scoring a bit, and he's done it a multitude of ways.
That ball closer to us than it was to anybody on the floor. Out of bounds, leads to a stoppage. Colorado State keeping UNLV at bay.
Okay, Richardson, it's time for the tree to go. It's February. The holidays are done.
No, they're not, Gary.
They are.
We thought so too, but then Verizon just gave us their best deal.
4 new iPhone 17s, all on them.
Selfie!
You got anything under there for me?
Valentine's delivery? Perfect. More gifts.
Now's the time for the best deals at Verizon. Like 4 iPhone 17s, all on us. No trade-in needed.
Love that spirit, folks.
Introducing Mike's Hot Italian Sub from Jersey Mike's. The only sub that's served as hot as its hot takes. Hot take, everyone wants to be hot, subs included. Here's another hot take. Melty cheese pulls, way too hot for TV. Third hot take, chopped pepper relish is a love language. Hot take, a regular for only $8.95 is too hot a deal to pass up. Actually, that last hot take was more of a hot fact. The all-new Mike's Hot Italian Sub for a limited time only at Jersey Mike's.
I am an American soldier. I am a warrior and a member of a team. I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values. I am an American soldier.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Hampton by Hilton.
Fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. The Sphere lighting up the night in Vegas. Mountain West NCAA tournament projections, CBS Sports bracketology. Utah State winners against Boise State today. New Mexico, San Diego State. CBS Sports has them amongst the first 4 out. Now, you look at that picture, that would be a detour from what the Mountain West has had over the last few years, where it has been a dynamite multi-bid league. Of course, plenty of time for New Mexico and San Diego State to bolster their resume as we get into the final couple of weeks before the conference tournament.
Yeah, I think if you're San Diego State, you're looking at your schedule that you have left, and they still have Utah State and Boise State along with New Mexico. And so if you could get 3 of those wins, that would really boost their resume.
For San Diego State, that loss they had against Grand Canyon was a tough one. And, of course, Grand Canyon's a tough opponent. And for New Mexico, Eric Olin, what he's doing in his first year, brand new team. Taking over for Richard Pitino. It has been impressive.
We're learning in college basketball that retention allows teams to play better basketball early. And you can bring back the same pieces. Oh, man, Fleming Jr., though. Talk about pieces. Redshirt senior has been sensational.
And to your point, we were talking to Coach Ferrokmanes before the game. He brought up, like, we have a complicated offense. It takes a while for our new players to learn how to play off each other, and he really feels like now they're starting to hit their stride.
Chemistry piece so important on the court and off, and it's the way to beat the defense. Get it to the high post area, heart of the zone, as Slater continues to score.
Little youth guard off the bench. Darnez Slater with 7 points. It's been a monster half for Jones. Of course it goes.
I got to feed him and continue to feed him. I wonder what a two-man game with him and Gibbs Longhorn would look like, because you got to choose wrong either way. If you leave Longhorn, he's going to score. If you leave Jones, he's going to score.
Especially in the second half. Slater picks up the dribble. Behind the back between a leg pass. That was insane. The 3 drops by Booth, but the highlight was the pass. Rex Steiner set up his teammate. Colorado State forces a turnover. Slater dishes. Bemba lays it in. Colorado State, they're the running team against the running Rebels.
This is an important possession for the Rebels. You don't want this thing to get out of hand.
My jaw is still dropped from that Rex Steiner pass.
No, for real.
Jones, 14 since halftime.
Yeah, he's working. He is working. Decisive in his movements, clean footwork. Again, they don't have an answer for him. They got to keep feeding him. Ball pressure.
And he knocks it away. Boy, is he eating. Jones, like a gazelle. He's like that. He'll go to the free throw line.
Here's the nifty ball movement and passing from the Rams. Off the pass, just the one hand behind the back. And then Bemba able to corral it, give it to a shooter.
That went between his legs off the behind the back.
That was tough. That was trickery, sorcery, if I can say.
Put that on Inside College Basketball on loop.
It's just fun when you're able to share the basketball like this. Able to play with a little bit of flair.
That last foul was a big one, by the way. It was on Booth, his 4th. Yeah, Rex Steiner, the table setter. Just shy of 3 assists per game. He's a shooter. Came over from Virginia Tech, where he played 58 games in 2 years. But right now, the concern, Kerry Booth and his 4 fouls, the anchor defensively.
Well, and really, that's a credit to Jones. They have been attacking him one-on-one in the post. Able to make the free throw.
So he sits down. Jorgensen anchoring the middle. Kidulis also in it forward. Shot clock under 10. Rex Steiner double. Ball fake. Pull up Jay. Butter! The footwork to get that shot off was brilliant.
Rex Steiner being a sniper.
4 for 9 from 3 this half. UNLV still looking for their first triple of half 2. Give Longhorn. Not this time. And some shuffling of the feet, but they say Muniz did not have control of the ball until he established those feet. Station to station, Muniz. Yes, sir. Back-to-back triples for Colorado State, up 13.
And they just have the Rebels running. Trying to scramble, trying to catch up, trying to close out, but they're late. And when they're late, they make them pay.
Jorgensen in the passing lane. Whip to Jones. Crossover against Kidulis. Jones dimes, corner, Brown 3, short. Brown chases it overboard. It rattles around and out.
I need those to go in. You want those bunnies to be 2 points. Right now, UNLV just doesn't have an answer defensively. I actually thought the 1-3-1 disrupted the Rams just a bit, but if you stay in it for too long, they're going to adjust and pick it apart.
Muniz, season high, 17 points. Looking for more, has the defender on skates. Stepping, defending. Oh, Muniz! Time now, UNLV. It's the Muniz breakout in Vegas, making the defenders go to their knees.
Just lulled them to sleep. And the Rams playing pretty basketball right now. It's Rechsteiner here. The wonderful pull-up, hand in his face, does not matter. Rams up big on the road.
I really want to be a part of winning gold.
I want to win. It's time to climb the mountain to the top.
Brenna, I want you to find happiness in who you are, because you are the gold.
Family is not just here because you're winning. We'll always be proud of your kid.
When the program ends, I want to see that smile on their face.
A century ago, our founders made a promise to always take care of their own. That promise is still at the heart of everything we do, and why our members know we'll do what's right. Because at USAA, we take care of our own.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network, presented by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. Largest lead for Colorado State. They're up 15 and getting contributions throughout. Rechsteiner, though, the highlight.
Brandon has done it in a multitude of ways. The drive, the stop and start, nice finish. Here, the extra pass with the behind the back, just showing off his skill set. And then the favorite for mine, the three. Just a quick pull-up three in rhythm, a little bit of range, but man, he makes it look easy.
This has been a fun half. UNLV actually had the stronger start to this half, cut it to a one-possession game. But Colorado State has fired right back to reestablish control.
Yeah, their offense is just in control. I mean, they are forcing UNLV to rotate, to have long closeouts. And right now, that defense on that side of the basketball for the Rebels is not connected. And a credit to Colorado State. I mean, you want to be playing your best basketball at this point in the season. And the way in which their offense is clicking, it feels like they are peaking and getting to that point. And this is a team that, over the last 3 wins this season, they feel like they've won in different ways. They beat San Jose State, felt like they won with their defense. They beat Air Force, felt like that was an offensive game. And then Wyoming, Coach Ali said, they on both sides of the basketball. Coach Ali said they did a great job.
Those 3 wins against the 3 teams in the bottom of the Mountain West. This would be a different tier of victory. Dre Gibbs Lawhorn says, hold off. Don't start writing the article just yet.
And here Gibbs Lawhorn moving without the basketball. They leave him open, so he makes a nice cut through the heart of the defense. Tough finish for a guard that scores 53% from the field. Efficient.
Just 5 points since halftime after putting up 15 in the first half. So some adjustments on the side of Colorado State defending. Last foul was the 3rd on Key Julius. Jorgensen bounces, and Kidulis, right place, right time. That's that offense, station to station for the Rams.
And it's okay if they run down the shot clock. They're okay with scoring in the last 6 seconds.
Gibbs Longhorn has eclipsed the 20-point mark in this game.
Yeah, but the issue right now for UNLV is not offense, it's defense. Can you get a stop?
See how open the lane is until somebody cuts. It works nearly every time. Kidulis fades away. It's pretty. And it's a timeout, Colorado State. Back up 14.
Whatever they want is what they are getting, Chris.
The full menu in Las Vegas. There's a lot of great menus. We'll be back to explain more of those in 30 seconds.
This is the true story of Alex. Recently promoted, he was earning more, but investing for the future,
I definitely needed a plan.
With his advisor, Dennis, Alex invested his savings into 3 accounts.
One for now, one for later, and of course, his retirement.
A plan in motion put the future in focus. The wedding, the barndominium, kids.
Maybe kids.
The point here, Alex has more than big goals for his future. He's got a plan to get there.
Coming up next, in-depth highlights, analysis, latest college hoops action, coast to coast, college basketball, inside college basketball, right here on CBS Sports Network. Do you guys really have as much fun as it seems like you guys have through the screen when you guys are on Inside College Basketball? You're a veteran at that show by now.
We actually have more fun.
More fun, wow.
Show. Sometimes they have to settle us down in there because GP will start making his jokes. He becomes a comedian after 11 p.m. And Keanu Martin has to settle the guys down. Wally Zerbiak is just pure comedy the entire time. I love Wally. Wally's energy is amazing.
His Miami, Ohio squad now 26-0. I feel like whenever Wally comes up, you got to mention that.
Well, that's why his energy is amazing.
Yeah.
And his team is
Hamilton got pushed. Jace Butler, who's the team's best perimeter defender. His second person. This game was a one-possession ball game early in the second half. Colorado State responded in kind to build it back up to a double-digit advantage. Gibbs Longhorn, bullseye, the conference's leading scorer, coming off of 36 in the win against Boise State.
And terrific awareness from Isaac Williamson, who delivered the assist.
Butler cut off, needs to get rid of it, and he gets slapped on the hand. That's a foul. Williamson. News and notes are around the country. Brought up Miami, Ohio, 26-0. You have Michigan atop the polls. Well done. It feels like they've been the best team all year. Finally elevated to #1 in the AP poll. The 49 spot by Acuff, who's really in the conversation for Player of the Year. Kind of a dark horse candidate. That was a wild game. Arkansas and Auburn.
Yeah, and then the unfortunate injury to JT Toppin for Texas Tech, a team that seemed like they had all the pieces to really make a run this season.
Butler rejected. Jones, but Colorado State follows it up with the well-placed Kidulis layup.
Kidulis, right place, right time.
84-71. UNLV needs this, get this with Kamani Hamilton. Remember, UNLV trailed by 23 points against Boise State in their last game. Came from behind and got the win with a late run.
At this point, it starts to be about clock management as well.
Kidulis. Need a board, does UNLV, they get it, and then a push. Fleming hits the ground, and a Colorado State foul. We will walk the floor for the 1-and-1.
Just getting a paint touch. The defense from Jones, and then Kidulis. And just crashing the offensive glass. Look how high up, though, Jones got to deflect that. I mean, he has been trying to do everything in his power to close this gap.
He's just a freshman. Just the ceiling of a athlete like that who can also play ball. They're seeing the breakout. Hamilton, size mismatch against Butler, deposits 2. Back within single digits, 8 with 3:45 left. Butler swings. New season high for Muniz. He turned down that 3.
It's the patience and the maturity to know that you have the clock on your side. So let's run our offense and trust that we're going to get a great shot as the clock winds down.
Creates himself. Fade away. We've seen that a couple times. Doesn't go that time. Recksteiner, offensive rebound. Fade away 3. And bend the grass.
I didn't think that was a good shot by Recksteiner, but got lucky in that his teammates got the offensive boards. For UNLV, this is not the time to forget to box out. Got to finish possessions with a rebound.
A lot of time off the clock this possession. Rainbow, Recksteiner. Another contested board, but this time UNLV grabs. Jones open floor. Counted at 1. The Jones takeover. Sensational. Running Rebs. Back within 6.
Can't guard him. Too tough. Jones showing off.
This vacation was such a good call.
3 moms sitting down at the same time must document this historic moment.
I'm not moving a muscle.
Don't worry. AT&T gave me the new iPhone 17 Pro with the center stage front camera. Didn't even need the most expensive plan. Should we call the kids? No.
Get the all-new iPhone 17 Pro on us. Most expensive plan now required. Plus, switch to AT&T and we'll pay off your phone balance up to $800 per line.
Here, now you can. Over this DiGiorno wood-fired style pizza with crispy, airy wood-fired style crust. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
At Dots, an ordinary pretzel just isn't enough. So they add savory seasoning and tempting buttery flavor into every delicious twist. Now that's enough to make you order a special delivery.
That seems like a lot.
They're really good. Dots, sensationally seasoned pretzels.
Player of the game is the bullhead, the senior, Jevin.
He has done everything and really stepped up today for his team. Offensively, did a nice take in the lane, knocked down some outside shots, but really just made smart decisions. I feel like his decision making has stood out to me the most of when to score, when to go, when to facilitate, and efficient from the field, 8 of 10.
Double his scoring average this season. Came in 9.5 a game. Muniz, this is his 123rd game played. He is the most experienced member of the Colorado State rotation. Elevated to the starting lineup with no Josh Pasquarelli, who's an excellent shooter. Out with an ankle injury he suffered in the last game against Wyoming, and then also no JoJo McIver, who's a key ball handler. So shorthanded, Muniz elevated his game.
And for all the young kids that are watching right now, it might be up a little too late, but that is an example of be ready when your name is called. Starter is out, Muniz needed to step up, and now he's earned some minutes and some trust down the stretch of the season because of how he's performed today.
Are you telling the kids to go to bed? No, you got to stay up for at least the last 2:30 of this one.
Yeah.
Out of bounds with the tight pressure defense. Dre is not just an offensive star.
My thought here is to give it to Jones. Jones has 18 in the second half, and Colorado State has no answer for him defensively.
UNLV has scored the game's last 7.
Rams mixing up defenses. This is a zone look.
Williamson wanted it all. Denied.
He should have dished it.
Ball on the deck. How about the hustle? You're close to March. That's a March effort from Fleming. It's out of bounds and belongs to Colorado State.
And Howie Fleming Jr. putting his body on the line. Definitely thought that should have been a dish from Williamson. How about the extra efforts? Like you mentioned, that's what it takes to win games.
They actually said UNLV possession.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, UNLV ball. But they're going to take a look and review it. We mentioned the new challenge rule, and both teams have at least a timeout left, and neither team has used a challenge to this point. Out of bounds, one of the things that you can challenge.
Previous out-of-bounds play is being challenged by the Colorado State head coach.
It was Fleming who dove to the deck. And at least, to me, initially, I saw Fleming dive and reach his hand out, but Rechsteiner was right there and got his hand in the play, too.
And the thing about these type of reviews is it has to be conclusive. Has to be absolutely clear and no question of who hit the ball out of bounds. Otherwise, it will not be overturned. I'm not sure that is crystal clear on who hit it out last. Oh, see, from that angle, that to me looks like Rechsteiner. It looks like his fingertips are the last one to kind of push it out of bounds.
So again, it was Coach Muniz who challenged Colorado State. It was initially ruled UNLV possession.
Yeah, our other angle had it clearer. This angle to me makes it seem a little inconclusive. And it's tricky because, of course, Fleming Jr.'s body is going that way. But again, that angle, I feel like I see the fingertips of Rechsteiner last on the basketball. I can't quite tell if Fleming Jr. touched the ball after that.
Yeah, that left hand from Fleming, can you definitively say it touched the basketball right there? It's close, though. It might be worth the challenge. I mean, it was Fleming who helped create the chaos there. And if it stands, it would be the 5th turnover of the half against Colorado State, who only had 1 turnover in the first half. Key call with 2:20 left.
Oh, certainly. I mean, this could change the game and the momentum of this game, which has been in favor of UNLV for the last few minutes.
Colorado State, they win this challenge. They would keep their timeout, but again, if you need definitive proof to reverse it, not sure if we've reached that standard. But the officials are taking their time. Mike Reed, Mike Littlewood, Amy Bonner. Veteran crew, late night in the Mountain West. Here on a Wednesday in the conference. Boise State, Utah State, the other game in the lead today, and it was Utah State winning in blowout fashion. Colorado State looking to increase their winning streak to 4 games. UNLV also comes in winners of 3 straight.
My thought is that this is not conclusive enough to overturn.
The 2 first-year head coaches of these programs, Amy Bonner coming over towards us.
After review, the last player to touch the ball was a UNLV player with his fingertips. Coach wins his challenge. It'll be Colorado State ball out of bounds on the baseline. 30 seconds on the clock.
The word from Mike Reed, he saw enough. Successful challenge.
Well, and that's the beauty in adding this rule to our game. Having the opportunity to get a call go your way. And it was close.
Fleming, just that fingertip at the end, connecting with the basketball to give possession to Colorado State, up 6 with 2:20 left. Again, a huge swing moment late in Vegas.
Yeah, if you're the Rebels, you're exactly where you want to be. Coaches like to say that under 2 minutes, they want the game to be within 2 possessions, at the most 6 points. They are right where they want to be if they can get a stop here.
Bemba Across the timeline, needs an outlet. Slater playing crunch time minutes. Coach Muniz said maybe before the game, 15 to 17 minutes. Well, he's playing crunch time minutes. Shot clock at 10. Beba wants it, instead seals. Butler with Gibbs Longhorn reaching around. Shot clock at 3. There goes Slater, who lays it in. The Rams undeterred with the clock winding down.
He waited until his defender lost him and looked at the ball and made him pay on the backdoor cut.
UNLV needs a bucket. And this is the guy who they want the ball in the hands. Attracts 3 defenders. Sets up Williamson. No whistle. And Muniz has it.
How is there a possession at this point in the game if you're the running Rebels where you don't give Jones a touch? To me, that is a missed opportunity.
Colorado State comfortable with an 8-point lead, slowing things up. Season high, 19. Muniz in traffic, fade away. And Jones rebounds. He's been a one-man fast break in this second half. Here's Longhorn against 3, spins it in. 6-point game, 57.6 left. Josh Pastner timeout, their last.
Well, probably here he wants to set up the defense and see what they can do to disrupt Rams, especially in terms of full court pressure. But Colorado just doing a great job of getting what they want. The last second cut by Slater just completely beats his defender. You see Fleming Jr. turned, and as soon as he turned his head, Slater made the right cut and finish. And then here in transition, Gibbs Longhorn just will not be denied. That looked like a cone drill.
He's been treating the defense like they're cones for the last 3 weeks. Another game in which he scored 27. He's been putting up 28 a game over the last 5, the reigning Mountain West Player of the Week. But right now, the task for UNLV is getting a stop against a brilliant offense, 57.6. The question is, can you let Colorado State wind this shot clock down in a 2-possession game?
Yeah, if you're trying to win, I don't think so. You're UNLV defensively, probably looking at trap. I've been saying ball pressure the entire game, but when they have a high level of ball pressure, it really deters the Rams from making those interior passes because you're closing down lanes, and so they really need to use their length. I wouldn't be surprised, too, if they run a little run and jump. Like maybe if you see that Rex Steiner gets the ball in his hands because of how steady he's been, you may just look to run and jump and be opportunistic.
It's been interesting. The last few minutes, Rex Steiner has actually been on the sideline. And he still is here as they break huddle.
That's a good point, because I would have thought he would have been on the floor, but they're trusting Slater, Butler, and Muniz, who they have also been steady to close this one out.
Rams work the baseline. Need to get it in. Slater traps. Lobs and picks. Fleming steals it. Footwork in traffic. UNLV down 6. Gibbs Longhorn wants to inside. He's too strong. And it's a 4-point game.
And I love that he went for the quick, too. Didn't take time trying to find the 3.
And they need to get it across. A timeout called. Colorado State running into problems against the press down the stretch.
And a little run and jump in the full court. Fleming Jr. intercepts the pass. Then gets deep into the paint, doesn't see anything, so kicks it out. And a great decision here by Gibbs Longhorn to get deep into the inside. And then get a high percentage look. Again, a lot of times when you see it's a 2-possession game, players will think that they have to shoot a 3 and will go and get a bad shot up from 3. And instead, he wanted to make sure he got a good 2 and score the basketball.
All right, so against the press here, we've already seen one mishap for Colorado State. What is the key to handling the press?
First, you can't throw long, lobby passes. I mean, those are easy passes to pick off, as we saw in the last possession. So I'm looking for them to ball fake, to take care of the basketball. Interesting enough, Brandon Rex Steiner back in the game because his decision-making has been exceptional all night.
Muniz, Butler, Rechsteiner, Slater, Jorgensen, the Colorado State 5. Get it into Slater. Nobody found him. Across half court, there's the triple team. Butler catches. Slater wants it back, gets it back. Decision time for UNLV here. Do you let them play it out defensively? No, they foul Muniz. And with about 16 seconds separating the clock from a two-possession game, Jones hasn't been in foul trouble much since the early going. That is his third.
And they probably wanted to foul a few seconds earlier. Good job by the Rams in staying composed and breaking the press and then getting the ball to Muniz.
1-and-1 coming up. Each team 17 fouls. Offense, defense, substitutions. Perfect. 77% from the line. New season high, 20.
Yeah, his veteran presence has just been shining through this entire game.
UNLV without a timeout. Colorado State has one. Just want to make it a 6-point game. It is short.
Gotta go quickly.
No timeouts. 25 seconds. James Lawhorn. Teardrop, he's fouled. We'll head to the line. That was a good look at a potential three-point play. 2 free throws can cut it to 3.
And he went quickly. I think 6 seconds off the shot clock from the defensive rebound to him getting fouled. Again, another good decision.
Team best 83% from the line. Junior from Lafayette, Indiana.
You need to make free throws so you can set up your defense and get high ball pressure.
Rechsteiner back in to handle the ball. Gives Lawhorn, has 30 points. He's made 6 of 11 threes. His third 30-piece this season. One possession game. Again, Colorado State has one timeout. Substitution, if anything, to set up the press.
Yeah, and then they actually didn't sub.
Yeah, Williamson came to the scorer's table. Now heads back to the bench. 22 seconds, inbound Jorgensen. UNLV wants to trap. No foul yet. Trap underneath the basket, and a timeout called Colorado State. So that is their final timeout with 16.7 left. Rams up 3.
Credit to Butler for knowing they had a timeout just in case he got in trouble, because he was dribbling underneath the opponent's basket, not having any options that he could clearly go to.
He was in the bad part of town.
I'll tell you what, for UNLV, gonna look back at this game and think maybe they should have pressed a little bit earlier. Their press really has been a factor down the stretch. Would have loved to see that around the 12-minute mark when the gap started to get to double digits.
Neither team with a timeout left. Next foul each team is the 1-and-1. Possession arrow right now favors UNLV, which could be big, with 16.7 to go. All right, so if you're Colorado State, Rechsteiner's been as you said, the great decision maker. You want him involved. You want him to catch it. He's an 80% free throw shooter. Chase Butler's an 81% free throw shooter. Kyle Jorgensen, the big, they've inbounded it to him a few times. He's also a great free throw shooter at 80%.
Yep, multiple options. And it seemed like the last time defensively for UNLV, they sent 2 to Rechsteiner, looking for him to get the ball and really trap him. I honestly believe they just need to play straight up man-to-man full court pressure and see if they can force a 5-second count. That is how lethal their defense has been these last few possessions in the full court press. They're wreaking havoc.
But what time on the clock do you have to foul?
I think you can go for the steal first. Plenty of time. I think you could go for the steal
like 8
first.
8 seconds, 7 seconds.
I would think no more than 6. No more than 6 seconds. You want to make sure you have a chance to get a good shot up and then possibly 2 possessions if they make free throws.
Long arms of Jones cutting off the side of the court. Inbounds to Rechsteiner. He's strapped. It's tipped! It's stolen! Retreat to the corner. Hamilton in and out, but a whistle. He was out of bounds on the sideline. So it's a UNLV turnover with 11.8. They got the steal.
They got the steal. I mean, Brown reads it perfectly. Oh! A heel on the line. A heel on the line. Yeah, you can see it there. His left foot is clearly on the line.
And give credit, Amy Bonner was on top of it.
She was on it. She was on it.
So they got one steal. Can they do it again?
I also feel like this may sound elementary, but if there is a chance that you're going to turn it over in the backcourt here, just throw it long. Throw it long, away from their basket.
Tough spot to inbound it too. Muniz does get it in to Butler, who's bumped. Fleming with the foul.
And not the first, not a bad foul at all. Fleming fouls right away as soon as the ball gets inbound, so not much time goes off the clock. Now puts pressure on Butler to make some shots.
81% free throw shooter, the 1-and-1. If the first goes, it's a 2-possession game. Neither team with a timeout left.
Really impressed with how the Running Rebels weathered the storm.
Butler. Front end. The Butler did it. 2-possession lead. He's been quiet offensively. Just 6 points. Lefty release. Ice in his veins. 89-84. Bemba back in. 11.2. Neither team with a timeout. UNLV has to go. Behind the back, hits Longhorn. Takes the long J. Bricks it. Rebound underneath. Fleming sticks it back, 3.5. They get it in. Butler bumps. 2.9. So there's still a chance.
I'm telling you, I am still impressed with how quickly they have scored the basketball in these possessions in which they needed a bucket. They have found it.
Yes. Quick to see the frustration from Gibbs Lawhorn. He's given it all. Both these teams have laid it on the line. This second half has been free-flowing, and it has been fun to watch.
He talks about the battle in the Mountain West and what the standings look like, and each team just trying to make sure that they can get another win under their belt in late February.
Front end, Butler does it once more.
Yeah, he's calm, cool, and collected.
Never let him see you sweat. He's grinning and winning.
Well, that's how you close out games, on the free throw line.
That does it! Colorado State holds on, a late night thriller here in the Mountain West.